This hair is a mess. Hey everybody, it's Taylor and I am back today with a get ready with me. I actually am about to edit some other videos and was going to do my makeup before I filmed something else, and I thought might as well film a get ready with me. So while I do that, if you are stumbling upon this channel or new to this channel or whatever, I'd kind of like to film just a little bit of everything, because I feel like that's how people's lives really are, is everything, you know, everybody's just a little bit of everything, likes a little bit of everything. And so that's the videos that I prefer to make, is just kind of that same thing. So I'm going to be doing a lot of looking around, trying to get my products and stuff like that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with my skincare. I've already washed my face. As you can see how shiny it is. I have some blemishes going on. Also, I'm like a couple days before my fill, and I got these wet and soapy water within like 24 hours, so my lashes look crazy. Not due to the great work that my lash girl does. But anyways, I'm going to start out with putting on some Clear Skin Essentials, and this lighting, that is so I'm just going to put that on all these little trouble spots. I will be looking in the viewfinder a lot. Pretty much it's almost like a toner, but it just kind of helps all those problem spots before you put makeup or anything on top of it. So I start with that, and then I'm going to go in with Estee Lauder's Day Wear Eye. There we go. Day Wear Eye, and I'm just going to dab a little bit on my pinky fingers. Not too much. I actually get this from my aunt. She's been with Estee for like forever and a day, and so I grew up playing with Estee Lauder products. You know how a lot of people play with makeup when they're younger. I did that with Estee Lauder products. Then I'm going to go in with just Estee Lauder's Day Wear. It says Multi-Protection Antioxidant 24-Hour Moisture Cream. It also has SPF 15 in it. And there's that. I'm pretty heavy-handed when it comes to stuff like this, so I have to like chill out pretty much when I'm doing all this the best I can. Also, I love to rub too hard, and so don't clock me on that. Okay, so I got all that down. Now that I have done that, I know I keep on getting really close. It's because I'm reaching behind the camera. I don't want y'all to see my face this close up, I promise. I'm still skeptical if primer works or not, so I use really cheap primer. I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna use Maybelline's Master Primer, the Blur and Illuminate. And I just kind of use that literally all over. When I'm having a pretty bad pore day, I'll use Maybelline's like version of the Professional, and I'll put it right here. This is where my pores get really bad, and so sometimes I'll do that, but I just put this on just because, one, it's a cheaper option, even though I'm a strong believer in that like drugstore brands are stepping their game up and doing what they're supposed to do. So now I am going this is going to sound weird, I actually do my concealer before I do my foundation, just because I don't use my concealer to highlight like a lot of people do. I literally just do it to conceal. And so then when I put my foundation on, I want it to like blend it all together. I don't want to use that as a highlight. So I'm going to go right here, and of course cover this big O, Lord knows, and then I have some stuff right here. I know this is normally where you put highlight, but that's literally just to cover my grossness. That, by the way, my concealer is ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the color Light 12. I don't know if you can see that or not. There we go. I think it's a great, I'm all about cheap makeup because really, I mean, I think if it's worth it, spend it. But then I think there's a lot of cheaper brands that they're just as good. So I'm going to use this Real Techniques sponge, their version of a beauty blender, just to get that all in there where it needs to be. So it's not too crazy when I put my foundation on. Also, it came with this like little case. So then I just like put it back in here and close it up. And then it's in this little case, which I think if you travel or just like, I don't know, I just feel like there's no like sanitary place to put your sponge. And so I think that that was like a great idea. So now I'm going to put on my foundation. I've used every foundation and I get sprays, and so I go back and forth on color, and so I just use cheaper versions on that. In the winter though, I do use a gel-based Tarte foundation. It comes in like a little bottle thing, kind of like what my moisturizer comes in. But during the summer when I'm getting sprays and I fluctuate on skin tone, you know, or shade so often, I just go with Maybelline Fit Me, and I get shade 115 Ivory. Also get the Dewy Smooth. I'm not too big on matte anymore. I used to be, but I don't know. I feel like because people went so matte, that is why they went, oh shoot. That's why people also then were like doing a whole lot of highlight, which I'm like, more power to you. I'm all about a good highlight. But I thought it started to look weird when somebody would be like super matte and then use a lot of highlight. It was confusing. So anyways, I'm gonna go all over with this. Don't forget to get your ears and down your neck, or the ghost of Jeffree Star will come get you. Now, just a little bit, I mean, I follow beauty more than I know about it in real life. But a big thing here recently has been, you know, these brands coming out with shade ranges with their foundation. And of course, I mean, Rihanna's Fenty brand was really what kicked off everybody talking about it. As they should, because, I mean, I know, like, and I'm just like a regular white girl, like, nothing special, whatever. But even sometimes I have trouble finding something that's light enough. So I can't imagine what it's like for women of color to find not only their shade, but then their undertone. That's another big issue. And so, of course, then Fenty was like, here, we're going to put it out originally with all the different shades for our dark, our, you know, albino sisters and brothers and everything else. And so now these brands, you know, are being held to a higher standard, which I think is amazing because they need to be. And so I'm very for that, but I hate that that doesn't always go as planned. But I can't wait to see what all these brands are coming up with next, because like I said, I do think that there's a lot of brands in the like high street or drugstore kind of realm that really put out great products for a great price that sometimes get overlooked because we want to use, you know, fancier things and stuff like that. Okay, so now that I got my foundation on, I'm going, normally I would do my eyeshadow before I did any of this, but honestly I just forgot. And so now I'm going to go into my contour, and I prefer cream products just because, but I don't have any right now, so I am going to just use the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. I've hit pan on literally everything because I'm disgusting and won't buy another one. So I actually go in with this like Urban Decay foundation brush, the optical blurring brush. I don't know why I use this, but I do. And I just go in to a little bit of this middle and then the one to the left. And of course, majorly tap off the excess because I am pasty patty. And so I can get a little crazy. And I also use like a more cool toned contour just because of the fact that I have a pinky like cool undertone. And so the last thing I want to do is make myself look like Donald Trump. Because Lord all knows that none of us want to be that now. Now this lighting is trash, so know that yes, one, my makeup does suck because I'm not a professional, and then two, it is because of the lighting that my face looks like trash. So it's just a combination of me being trash and the light being trash. I don't do a lot, or I try not to do a lot. I feel like I'm doing a lot today. And then of course I put a little bit, when I say a little bit, I'm super heavy-handed, put it in the hairline. And I really don't do this as a contour like how a lot of people do to minimize their forehead. I do this more as a bronze. So I should do it in a different color. But then when I do that, it makes me feel like my contour and my, like all my cheekbones and then my forehead don't match, and that freaks me out. So I just do it with that same cooler tone brown. And then try to blend it out as best of my abilities. See what I mean? I don't know, it probably looks like trash. Anyways, that's done. Now, of course, I go in with a highlight, and I go in with Moonchild. Of course, why would I not? And then my favorite is Pink Heart. Where am I? Yeah, Pink Heart right here. My nails, y'all. Ooh. Okay, so then I just use this like synthetic brush that I think I either got in like an Ipsy thing or I got it from a friend online, but it's like a Lisa Frank and it says Glamour Dolls on it. Focus. And it's just, I don't know, I use this for highlight for some reason. So I just dip in that and then try to go. I try to find my natural highlight, like, and then copy that. Like I try to put my face in the light so that way I can see where it would be naturally and then go right over top of it. Because I have no idea anything about anything. And so I definitely don't want to be putting highlight in the wrong place. And then Cupid's bow, which way too big of a brush to be doing this, but sometimes you gotta be a trash can. Put some highlight on this big old witch nose of mine, a little bit on the forehead so they can see all of it, and then there you go. Then I have started doing a very, very simple eye. One, out of pure laziness, and then two, just because I'm really liking the look now that I normally have my lashes done. I mean, they're done technically right now, but not really. So I'm going to go in with the original Jaclyn Hill Morphe collaboration palette right here. And then I'm probably just going to go in with, what color is this? Pooter? Why? I don't even know. When you're looking at the palette, it's this color right here. So I'm going to do this like all over the lid. That's going to be a transition. I mix these two as a transition, this all over the lid, and then I use a combination of these on the brow bone and then on the inner corner. So that way you'll know what's going on. Anyways, and so this, I'm also just using a tapered blending brush. And I have no idea what brand it's from. This also probably came in like an Ipsy kind of deal. Anyway, so I just got done with my second to last semester of grad school. And so I start back in a couple days. My last semester before I graduate. And I'm like kind of freaking out just because I've been going to school for so long. It's been such a big part of my life, which is crazy because I'm an awful student, and I really am a true believer that like school and education and not education, excuse me, school and college and stuff is kind of a joke. And so the fact that I go is kind of a joke because of my feelings towards it. Because I definitely think that school is made for only certain types of people. I do not think that they're, you know, that it caters to everyone, which I think is kind of shitty. But I'm also a woman, and so I know that I have a better opportunity of being self-sufficient and independent with an education because I like business and things like that. And so I just wanted to have that as a fallback plan, and I was very inspired by my stepmother before she passed, that getting my education was pretty important. So I'm done with that. It looks very yellow on camera, and that's just because the lighting is very yellow in here because of my walls, I think. And then also my bathroom lights are trash, just like me. So anyway, so I'm gonna go in with this double-sided Urban Decay that comes in like the Naked palettes, and I use this end of it. I'm gonna dip into those two I talked about earlier and go into the brow bone like this. And I know that people are gonna clock me and be like, why would you put all that on before you did your eyebrows? And the answer is because no matter how hard I try, my eyebrows always look awful. And I'm gonna go here in the inner corner. I'm sorry I'm using this viewfinder like this. This is gonna be the longest video ever. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave that be. Let that be done. I'm gonna put a little bit of this NYX Whipped on here. I think you can use it as a lip product or a cheek product. The wand is super cute. It's one of those like doe feet that has focus. There we go. I know it looks kind of gross, but you get what I'm saying, with like a little hole in it. So I really do just like put it on my finger kind of, and then put it where my blush would be, just to give my face a little bit of color. And you can't even see it right now in this awful lighting. When I'm done, I'll take a better angle and different lighting. I'm sure that's super unsanitary, but when you're a trash can, it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay. Look good to me. So now I'm gonna do my brows. My brows are very straight. They grow out of my face that way. And no matter how much arch I try to put in them, they don't appreciate it. So I'm going to do them real quick and then I will be right back. Okay, I am back from that. I just realized I forgot to powder, and so I'm gonna use just this translucent. I'm trying to see what brand this is, but it's literally rubbed off. Hold on, I'll be able to find it. It's a Rimmel London, just a translucent powder. And so I'm gonna go back in and dip my Real Technique sponge into it, and just, which I should have done before, so it's probably not gonna do what I want it to. But, you know, just cover up all that highlight and blush that I just put on, you know. My sister's more the makeup person anyways. So, now that I'm getting geared up to be done with school, I'm really trying to dedicate more time and stuff because I really do like making videos. And so that's what I'm going to try to continue to do. I'm going to just use this like little spoolie to try to brush out these extensions that I have on here. Like I said, they are, I'm overdue for a fill, and so that's why they look like this. I promise the girl that does my lashes is, I hope to God she never sees this, because she'd be like, what have you done? Because I pulled them out, see like these big missing chunks and stuff, and then, like I said before, I got them wet. And so I'm not going to put mascara or anything on them or do anything weird. I'm just going to brush them like I'm supposed to and leave them alone. So, after that, I'm just going to go with a nice Estee, of course, all my lips Estee, with a Woodland Berry. Come on, I know you want to. I like these like old school gold metal components, and I'm just savage. I like don't use lip liner with this one just because I don't have one that matches. Also, my lips aren't even, and I don't try to make them even because they're not. You know, let me make sure I got this good and where it's supposed to be. Okay, anyways. So what I was saying before about my channel, I'm going to really start getting more into it. I should have a vlog from when I went and saw Paramore last that I will link down in the description below. I also have 2 new book chats going up for the last book in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas. And then even since then, she's put out like a novella that is going to bridge the gap in between this series and then like a related series. It's going to kind of do into those, which if you know from watching my other videos. Another thing about it, I don't think I've ever done a video on Cassandra Clare because I don't think I could. It's too much. And so, but another author that I really love has done the same thing. So you can go check that out. The Fever series, I'll have those linked down below, where they've had like 2 series that go together, same storyline. It's just maybe focusing on other characters. And so I'm really excited about that. So those should be coming soon. I'm also going to continue to do like first reactions to music. I still really enjoy music videos. I think it's like me left alone in the world. I'm the only one left. So anyways, I have somebody calling my work phone on a Saturday. And so I don't know what's going on. I'm sure you can hear that little bird in the background. So I'm going to go. But go ahead and subscribe because I will be having more videos and I'd greatly appreciate it. Comment down below and let me know what you think. If you prefer like drugstore brands or higher end brands and what you think about the quality of it. And I will see you next time with a book chat. And all my social media will be linked below too. So until next time, don't forget to do what you did, guys. Bye. I forgot to set. My phone was ringing and I forgot to set. So, one of my favorite products, and I think I'm just excited because of who this is, but so I use the Seal the Day setting spray from Drew Barrymore's like makeup line called Flower, and I mean I've like rubbed, as you can see, the flower part off, but I don't know, it's Drew Barrymore, so I love it, and I just have heard great things, and so, and I love the spray. I don't know if you can see it. Like, can you feel it? You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so I'm gonna do that. Much? No? Okay, anyways. And then, fan to dry, of course. I could honestly just spray myself with setting spray for eternity and I'd be perfectly fine. Anyways, okay, gotta go, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.